Hello, and my name is Oliver Mintz, and I'm in Miss Ryan's fifth period Obvious class, and today I'm doing a video on my job description. This video log is for my midterm project, and so right now I'm gonna tell you about the job description of my job that I chose, which is the military officer. And what military officers are, they're basically the leaders of the defense force. The defense force is all the military branches combined to defend the United States of America, and it's really a really leadership role. Um, I think that with my abilities, I will be able to take on this job and become a leader in the defense force. And the route I choose to go is to go with the U.S. Army. Um, so my path I want to take to become an officer is to go to West Point. And West Point is the United States Military Academy. And if you go to West Point, then you automatically become a military officer after college. You start off as a second lieutenant, and I think that I would be able to take on this role very well, and that I have the right abilities to do it. Um, you have to have the right abilities to do this job, and if you don't have them, then you probably won't be able to lead the army, like when you're deployed or even in the office. Because military officers are really leaders all around the world. I mean, every day they're leaders, and somehow they make decisions. They make the right decisions. That's for sure, and they have to have these abilities to do it. So I think that I would be able to do this because of my abilities. Um, I want to go to West Point because my dad, he's told me so much about it, and my parents have kind of convinced me to do this. So that's my goal in life, is to go to West Point. But if you don't go into West Point after high school, then there's three other ways you can become a military officer. Is by Army ROTC, OCS, which is Officer Candidate School, and direct commission. Most people go with the officer candidate school because I guess it's the easier route to go. But if you can go either way, it doesn't matter. But I believe that the best way to go is West Point. In my opinion, it is. But if in my opinion, the second best is OCS. So there's so many ways to become an officer. But if you show that you're not the right person that to do this job, then they're not going to let you do anything. They're not going to let you become an officer. They're not going to let you go to OCS or West Point. You like with West Point, you have to have the right amount of you have to have a diploma from high school, obviously, and you have to have the right amount of like service hours. You have to show leadership around your community, leadership around your school, and I believe that I can do this. Like, but West Point and all the other military academies, they all look for certain types of things, like varsity sports. They look for that. If you're like in some fine arts, they look for that as well. They look for leadership. They look for academics. Academics is the most important one out of all of them. But the job description really is a leader, and that's what all the service academies look for. All the other pathways you can take to become a military officer, they all look for that, and it all comes down to leadership. And leadership is the main quality you have to have in becoming a military officer. So when you have all the right abilities and the right training to become a military officer, then they'll let you in, and then they'll let you be a leader of a battalion or an army or whatever you want to call it. But it requires hard work. It requires you going to high school, getting a high school diploma, and going to college. Even you have to have a bachelor's degree in order to become a military officer. And to enlist, you have to have only a high school diploma. But you have to have a bachelor's degree in order to become a military officer. And because they don't trust people with just a high school diploma to lead a battalion of an army or whatever. They don't trust those kinds of people because they don't have the right education. So this is why they require you to have a bachelor's degree in order to become one. And I think that West Point is the best way for me to go and that I have the right abilities and the right leadership qualities to do this. So this concludes my first video of my video blog. Hope you guys enjoyed it.